The comment says, how do we go after a bond when they say they have no idea what you're talking about? What I ended up doing and what I end up doing when people are like this is I send certified mail and I include the Form 3811, the green return receipt, because that is what's called a legal witness. And so then they can say whatever they want, but at least you have evidence that, hey, you performed your due diligence to obtain that which you asked for, and I keep a copy of what I sent them, right? And it pretty much just documents your whole effort to properly communicate to get said oath or said bond. That way, when they're claiming that they have no idea what you're talking about, and they're sitting there in office where they need to be knowing what you're talking about, then they don't get to claim ignorance or negligence or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, now you have legal evidence, and then you go to a higher court, like a federal venue, and be like, they're saying that they don't understand what I'm talking about, and then you can send it to multiple people, and then all those green return receipts. If nobody's going to be taking action, then you have what's called a gang, and then you have what that's what RICO was for. And so if you have criminals protecting people in government, if you have people in government protecting other people in government who are performing crimes, well, now you have a gang, right? And now you have what's called a RICO lawsuit, and that's a federal offense. And then you essentially, what you're doing is you're proving that the government is being run by a mafia, and the mafia has no business running the government, do they? And so unfortunately, it sucks because I have to do the same thing, but unfortunately, it's us that has to do the work. But essentially, what you're doing is you're showing with evidence that the mafia runs government, and you're then going to use all that evidence that you collect to go to a higher court, being prepared to go to the Supreme Court, because I believe it's in every city, in every state, and it might even be nationally, right? So unfortunately, that's what's happening. That's just, I would mentally prepare for that level of battle, but that, I think, is what you're going to end up doing, and that's what everybody's doing, so don't feel alone. But that, yeah, the mafia has no business running the government.